our session number 2 Zoom call. Hope you enjoy.
So then, for our second active learning session with these ladies, we learned about paying attention to nonverbal communication. So a lot of this includes how can you support someone who's maybe nonverbal without, speaking, what kind of social cues like, eye contact or gestures, what can make someone feel more included and more supported by you. Another thing that we can look at is imitation, and so it's just like a lot of different behaviors can be analyzed to talk, and as Sarah and Lisa pointed out, 70% of communication is actually nonverbal. So a lot of the things that people are saying, yeah, that's important, but for people who don't speak, their body language is insurmountably more important.
Yeah, they actually had us do a little piece of homework to see how frustrating it is to have different disabilities, especially more than one. So they had us put socks on our hands and stand on one foot and try to get dressed in the morning. And it's really frustrating and it's very difficult, and it makes you realize that a lot of people with disabilities are forced to do these things in a time-pressured system, and they don't get the support and freedom and individualism that they deserve. And so when we're observing and noticing their difficulties and what they're struggling with, we can help support them better, especially if they're nonverbal and they can't literally ask for help. We have to make sure we're extra keen in our observations.
Part of this, how do we support individuals who may not have the ability to advocate for themselves verbally, are through 4 ways that we can help facilitate true organic play. So number 1 is watching for an interest in an object. So someone who's smiling, who appears alert, who's maybe reaching for this object, that definitely demonstrates interest. Another thing is when you're, with someone, is personal connection. So maybe they're clapping or smiling or, making some type of physical gesture that could also indicate an interest. A third thing would just be I'm done. So, maybe turning away, closing your eyes, putting your head down, or looking frustrated, maybe skin color changes to more red, kind of get flushed, that kind of thing. And finally, the kind of my body needs something indication, which is maybe they need food, maybe they're hungry and you use the bathroom, they change their position, or the temperature, maybe it's too hot, too cold. So there's a lot of things that you can look for in people that can help them feel understood when they probably don't feel very understood often.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think it was really interesting, our 1 session and our 2 session, just realizing there's a lot of individuals that aren't stood up for, and they can't speak for themselves, right? So we have to understand and be able to support them so that they have the freedom and they have their own right to play that a lot of the times they don't get because they can't speak up for themselves. So we're just gonna hopefully continue practicing observing, practicing parallel play, and get ready for our next session.
Yes, and I think I don't want to speak for Cheryl, but I think it's safe to say that we both feel really privileged to be part of this project and are really excited to hopefully see some really positive change in schools, especially during this really trying time. So I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy.
And hopefully we do have one more member in our group, Bella. Hopefully she can be here next time. I'm sure she's just busy. But yeah, we're so privileged to be able to do this. Thank you for watching.